What is going on, everybody? Alright, so today I do a double upload. So today I want to talk about something that someone asked me while I was on holidays. They said to me, Friendly, what do I need to do to find my own sound and be able to, just find just your own sound for making music? That's a good question, and that's a hard question. There is no tutorial in the world that you could look that's gonna help you do that. It's a self thing you have to do. So, and the first thing that I'm gonna say, the first thing that you need to do is number one, practice. Like I said, I'm going on to producing 3 years of music, and I'm only just making decent stuff. Only decent. So that's, and that's me doing music nearly every day, every single day, Monday to Friday, and then on the weekends when I had time, I was making beats and making dubstep and learning and watching tutorials. I say that a lot, but I'm the proof that it works, because I had no musical knowledge whatsoever. And no, my dad wasn't some, guitarist, and my mum wasn't a singer, none of that. I'm literally the only musical one in my family, and I started from nothing. I just one day decided that I want to learn how to make dubstep because I really liked it and I was really interested, and I just bought FL Studio for $300 Australian, so it's like double wherever you are. So it was expensive over here, yeah. And I'm the proof. 3 years later of doing it, I'm making, decent tracks. So I am the proof that you can do it, So practice is number one thing I will say, guys. Practice. But then it comes down to this. And what do you know? Serum it is again. Sound design, guys. You need to practice your sound design. Especially if you're making dubstep, because in this genre, what makes you stand out is your drop. Yeah, you can have a killer killer intro and melody and all that. That's all fun and fine and dandy, but your drop is what makes people go oh, and it's what makes people remember you and want to come back and listen to your music. So on top of the learning how to make music and construct music together, I would do this every day. And I mean every day to the point where you could literally just, grab any growl, anything, and turn it into a growl in like a couple seconds. You see, in literally 2 seconds, I don't even have to think about it anymore. I can, I could make a growl, and I don't even. See what I mean? It has to become like driving a car. If all of you have your license, if you're old enough, you should. It's like driving. You get in the car, you don't have to think about driving. You just get in the car, you literally put the key, like a zombie, key in ignition, and you just start going, and you can drive, and you just drive along. Sound design should then become like that for you, and then eventually, so you guys should notice by now that in my sound design stuff, I'm doing the same stuff over and over again. And yes, it might become boring, but it's my way of working. It's how I do things. That's the FriendlyFire sound. That's why my drops, they don't all sound the same, but I feel like if you were to play one of my songs, you could go, okay, that's FriendlyFire, and I don't know, that's a good thing. It can also be a bad thing, because then people then tend to think that your all sounds the same, and it's all similar, and they're using the same sounds. I'm not using the same sounds, I'm just using the same techniques to make different sounds, so that's how they have the same characteristics. can't install the shut up. Yeah, so 2 is going to be the practice the sound design. And eventually you're going to find bits of information from him and from her and from over him in that YouTube channel, and you're going to mash it all together, and it's how you then start to do things. I know that's what happened with me. I could think of 3 musical YouTubers off the top of my head that how I basically learned how to do everything, and I've taken bits of information from all 3 of those dudes and I've turned it into the way I do sound design. So that's very important as well. Know how to find your own sound. What else? Really, that's essentially it, really. I mean, there's nothing else, and it just comes down to doing this every day, and eventually you will find your sound, man. It took me, and don't stress if you don't find your sound if you've only been making music for like not even a year, a couple months, because it's not going to happen. I wanted it to happen when I was the first 2 months I started making music, but like I said, if you guys have watched my going over my old songs video, some of the stuff I was making was absolutely horrible. Sound like a 2-year-old was making it. But hey, it's the learning process, you know. It's what I love about music. It's always evolving. You can always learn and change, so it's good. So find your own sound. It sounds cliche, but practice. It really just comes down to doing this every single day, and you will, you know, essentially get good at making music and essentially find your sound. So yeah, I hope this helps you, man. Bit of a rant to start off the morning, but yeah, I'll be back in a sec with a tutorial, so peace out. Ow.